Predictions have started. Thank you. All right, starting things off on Pokemon Stadium. They're going straight at it with Dan, but, oh, shoot, Benny, unfortunately, with being reversed. Man, I gotta say, Incineroar's neutral B is actually super hard to deal with. There's a lot of invincibility on that move, and you basically can't punish it, even though you think that, oh, like he's already launched it, so it has plenty of end lag for me to punish, right? No, actually. It's just like super huge and massive and super easily get hit by it since it's also a multi-hit. Also, I just realized Mez is probably going to be doing his match right now. So
in just a second, I'm setting it up.
Gotcha. Oh, damn! With the 69 power up, takes Benny's first stock right quick. Took the back air and a down smash. Oh no! With the unfortunate. Oh, never mind. Incineroar's up B recovery. I forgot how much that got buffed.
It's way better now.
Yeah. I am definitely seeing that Dan is playing far more aggressive compared to Benny right now. Benny's mostly going for a bait and punish game at the moment, but Dan, he is definitely, oh, got his jump caught out, but he gets taken out with a Wolf Nair. Very powerful, that kick. I gotta say, like, for a heavyweight, I'm kind of surprised how well that Incineroar is able to avoid being juggled a ton of time. You gotta be careful about that revenge. That, like right then and there. And Benny did, what? Did Incineroar grab Benny out of his side B? What the hell happened there? Excellent air dodge recovery by Dan. Oh, but unfortunately messed up the side B. Tried to go for a forward smash punch, but just gets punched himself. Another Nair gets him off stage though. Dan's jumping off the ledge a lot. Will Benny capitalize on it? Not looking like it at the moment. Benny's playing very safe right now. He definitely has the advantage in terms of percentage, but he definitely does not want to rush in and get caught off guard by Dan and accidentally hit a revenge. He knows that Dan needs that revenge in order to finish things off. Or he can just do a flying body slam with that down smash. There's that revenge. And that Nair will do. Oh, I mean neutral B. Does up to 48%, good lord, but cleans up the stock on Dan right quick. Dan with the corrected side B right then and there. Did not get the revenge off of the up B, unfortunately. Again, Dan is doing a very good job with the on-stage recoveries with up B. It keeps catching Benny off guard. Ooh, just takes a bayonet right to the face. Look at that, that's what I'm saying. Incineroar's lariat just breaks everything. There's just too much invincibility on his sides. Gotta come at him from above, I think. Even then, I feel like it's really hard. That being said, though, that side B will clean it up, and Dan will take first game.
Dang, he was down almost a full stock there, wasn't he? I was not super paying attention to that one, but that's crazy.
Yeah, Dan was maintaining momentum really well. The only times Dan really got caught out was like, just like getting too overeager.
Yeah. And reminder, this is best of 3 until top 8, so.
Correct.
Yeah, Incineroar has the ability to just delete stocks. It's kind of crazy.
It's mostly because, like, he's just a hard-hitting character in general. Honestly, his biggest weakness is speed, but if your opponent is, like, really good at just, like, running in a lot of time, you don't really need your speed to, like, keep up with them. Incineroar is just good in general.
Yeah, especially if you're really good at calling out the revenge. Is that the move?
Revenge is his down B, yeah.
Yeah, if you're really good at calling out attacks with revenge, like, you can just rack up damage like nobody else. It's crazy.
Yeah, I was saying about this earlier. It's really hard to actually juggle Incineroar for a heavyweight character entirely because of revenge.
You really have to, like... You kind of have to play to the player in that situation. Like, sometimes, like, I've played Dan enough to where I can kind of get a handle on it, and sometimes I'll know exactly when to back off and wait it out. And if you use it at the wrong time and the opponent starts getting privy to it, like, that can be bad news for Incineroar. Because then you do just get a free juggle.
The way I look at it is that revenge is very much the Wario waft for Incineroar. You want to fish for it, but at the same time, you can't rely on it all the time due to the fact of how I wouldn't say it's opponent reliant, but also definitely depends on being able to read what they're going for.
Yeah, for sure.
It is a counter at the end of the day.
Yep.
All right, let's see if Benne decides to pull out their secondary in this situation. As with any counter, if the opponent knows it's coming, you effectively have one less move. Oh, essentially, for sure. It's just that, I feel like, oh man, who has the fastest counter in the game? I think Shulk has the fastest counter, but man, Incineroar's counter is so fast.
Attack, though, is the problem.
That is true. Yep, there's that Game & Watch. I don't know if it's going to help out too much in this situation, but Game & Watch definitely has a lot more faster options compared to Wolf.
Yeah, he's going to be throwing out a lot of hitboxes. If Dan can figure out the timing on those, that can be bad news for Game & Watch. But, I mean, also Game & Watch is just really good at oppressing people, so...
Honestly, I don't think it's just like an Incineroar issue in general, but any character with a counter, you gotta play careful.
Yeah. Especially Incineroar, though, because he's looking for that counter.
For sure.
3, 2, 1.
Or you can be like Mithra and just like, you know, don't mind me, I'm just going to dodge roll. Oh, it worked, let's go. Yeah, there it is. See, you can't juggle him. He will go for that counter and try to, like, get it out. That being so, Benne getting Dan right off stage. Dan is definitely struggling with this matchup for sure this time around. But still, 98% right off the bat, barely even 30 seconds in. Ooh, unfortunately, that Nair was not ready for that revenge. Dan's got on hand. Now, whether or not Benne is willing to run in and try to grab it and get rid of it. Oh, no, Dan with the SD. That side beam is so unfortunate. Benne's sitting at effectively a clean stock right now. Yep, there it is. Like Mez was saying earlier, when you're fishing for that revenge, you definitely got to watch out. Benne definitely playing a lot more passive compared to what Dan's usually used to. Unfortunately, get their forward snipe.
Long way. There you go. Yeah. Well, no, never mind.
I mean, still, like, it's a whole bunch of damage overall. Dan trying to go for, another onstage recovery. Very nice.
Oh, that's it.
Benne definitely taking a lot stock there. Wow, I'm surprised the revenge didn't trigger there. Usually it lasts for a pretty long time. Yeah, Dan is with the uppy armor. Very nice. Not enough going to save him from that berry, though. Ben effectively definitely one stock ahead of Dan at this point. Sorry if I keep cutting you off, by the way, Meds.
No, you're good. My opponent it's their first time playing in actual competition, so I'm explaining how it works.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I'll leave whenever I need to. Don't worry.
Give me a heads up. But man, Benne still at 0% even after that entire conversation. Never mind. Commentator's curse. There's that revenge. Now, whether or not Dan can actually use this to clean out this stock right quick before. A forward air. Very clean game by Benne. Dan is definitely hating this Game & Watch right now. I can tell. That was a very bad matchup for Incineroar. Let's see if Dan is going to adapt or maybe pulls out a different character. I do know he has a Palutena, but he might be just feeling his kitty. Game & Watch is such an annoying character. Yeah, don't get me wrong. Game & Watch is a really hard character to deal with sometimes. Maybe all Dan needs is a good stage switch. You never know. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, it's definitely a rough matchup for Dan, mostly because, like, Game & Watch has a lot of invincibility on some of his moves. His up B is really hard to punish. He has his up air is a disjoint, so he can easily avoid being caught out by revenge, so he can't, like, get knocked backwards from it. I know a lot of Incineroars like to combo out of Revenge into a side B, for instance. There's just like so many good disjointed moves on Game & Watch. I'm not entirely sure how Dan's going to be able to push in on him too well unless he just like armors his way through it somehow. There's definitely a distinct reduction of neutral Bs out of Dan during that. Up air, nair, bear, all have a lot of disjoints. I know! After playing Splatoon all day, you just play Lucina. You know what? I respect that. Point Letterman, out of curiosity, what's your Splatoon main? Yeah, Dan's thinking out with not Game & Watch, Incineroar. Let's see.
I don't know who else Dan has. I know he has a couple, like, people he was playing around with, but I don't think he has a true secondary.
I thought he played Palutena.
He did play Palutena for a little bit, but I don't know if he still does.
Like your team or your... Oh, I meant like your weapon. Yes. Fire Emblem. Dan is definitely playing a lot more reserved right now, but unfortunately, that's just resulting in him getting hit and juggled a little bit. Ooh, there's the neutral beat I was looking for. Unfortunately, rolled right into it. Excellent tech and decided not to roll in that time. Definitely will not be caught off twice. Dan is definitely playing... Ooh, really want to get hit there, but unfortunately didn't get the revenge off. There's the revenge. Unfortunately, didn't last long enough again, and that side B might be, back air might be enough. No, Dan maintained his jump. I'm surprised he held it. Very good work by Dan. Lands right back on stage. Oh, just barely avoided that forward tilt, though. There's that revenge. Tried to punch with the back. Ooh, that down air probably, down smash could have taken it, but unfortunately, juggled right in the air, but still maintaining that revenge value. Unfortunately, Revenge has passed out, and that back air, it takes off another stock. Dan keeping Benne off stage, and that down air! Dan loves his down air two frame.
It's kind of hard to catch Game & Watch on his up B to stage, so, or to ledge.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I think that was like the late side of up B, so probably. Dan was able to catch the invincibility, outside the invincibility frames, rather. Unfortunately, Dan just did not have a jump to gain the height that he needed. Down one stock yet again, but he is not going to give up this without a fight. Revenge in play. Lost Revenge. Yeah, honestly, the two best ways to get rid of Revenge. Either one, you grab and throw him, or, you know what, just beat the hell out of him. That being said, though, Dan has that 69 power-up. Let's see if he can capitalize on it. Gets Benne off stage. Is he going to go for another down here? Yes, he does. High recovery on the stage. Catches Benne off guard again. Definitely been falling for that a lot lately. Fortunately, no side B grab there. Ooh, interesting back here. Lost the 69 power-up. Gets a quick kick off screen. Hoping for a normal get-up. Oh my god, that fry man sent right off stage. There's that revenge. One clean hit will take out Game & Watch. He is that light. Okay, maybe not with a neutral B, but still, he got him off stage. Ooh, high recovery with there. The neutral B, still not enough. Excellent. There's that second down air. Gotta be real careful around there. At least he didn't get the strong hit of side B. Back air, rather. God, I keep calling the back air side B. Ooh, Dan, you still have your jump? Nope, makes it back to ledge. Just keeps jumping and landing right into the back air. Benne just reading all of them, and that just takes the whole set. Benne moves on.
All right, well, I gotta go now. We gotta set up